All right, so today we're diving into something a little different. Yeah,
Oh,
instead of like a whole stack of research papers or, a huge book or something,
right.
we're going to take a look at just one poem.
Okay.
It's called Destinée,
Destinée.
and that's French for destiny.
Okay.
And this poem, it's really short, but it's like this, intense burst of emotion and thought all about facing destiny, fate, all that. Like a really stark conversation, maybe even like an internal struggle, all packed into these few lines.
I like it already.
Yeah. And what makes it even more interesting is it's in French,
Ah.
which kind of adds another whole dimension to it.
Yeah, French always has that certain something, doesn't it?
Exactly.
That je ne sais quoi.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
So we've got this really concentrated poem dealing with some heavy stuff, and in French on top of it all.
Yeah. And it throws you right into the middle of this conflict right away.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
All right. So the poem starts by addressing Destinée.
Oh, so like Destiny is a character in this.
Yeah, almost like it's another person right there in the scene with the speaker.
Interesting.
And then it just goes right into this powerful statement. Mourir, je peux, no more, tu peux.
Oh.
Which means, to die, I can. No death, you are.
Wow, that's a powerful way to start.
Right. No messing around.
Straight to the point.
Totally. So
Yeah.
what do you think about this opening? Like this defiant tone right off the bat.
It's like a total refusal to just accept things, right?
Yeah.
Like the speaker isn't just saying, oh, well, death happens.
Uh.
They're like grabbing death by the shoulders and saying, no, you are death. I am not giving in.
Exactly. They're not going down without a fight.
This is setting us up for a real battle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There's a push and pull going on here that runs through the whole poem.
You can feel that tension already.
But then it takes this turn.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes from that super strong defiance into something less certain.
Okay.
The next line is, vacillant, vainement, mollement quand même.
So much in just a few words.
Right. It's like wavering, struggling, and failing. And softly even, but then quand même,
Yeah.
which is like, nevertheless.
It's like this little spark of fight coming back.
Yeah. Like they were almost giving in, but then something in them says, nope, I'm not done yet.
Makes you think about how complex we are, you know?
Oh, yeah.
As humans, we want to be in control, right?
Right.
We want to resist our fate, fight against the things we don't like.
Owly.
But then there are times when it all feels like too much.
When you just want to give up.
Yeah, and the struggle is just exhausting.
But even then,
Even then, there's that tiny piece of us that doesn't want to be extinguished,
that wants to keep going.
that says, quand même.
Exactly.
This poem is really resonating with me.
Yeah, me too. And then it ends so abruptly
How so?
with just Et je m'endors.
And I fall asleep.
Almost sounds peaceful.
Yeah, almost, but it leaves you with all these questions.
So many. Like, what does it mean?
Is it giving in to death?
Or maybe falling asleep to the struggle.
Or maybe it's something else entirely.
I mean, what do you think? Is there a hopeful feeling in that ending? Or is it more pessimistic?
That's what's so great about poetry, isn't it? It gives us these big questions, but doesn't hand us the answers on a silver platter.
We have to wrestle with it ourselves.
Exactly. If we think about this poem in the context of just being human, being alive, maybe it's showing us that we're always struggling between wanting to be in control and accepting that some things we just can't change.
So we can't control everything.
Yeah, and that's a tension we live with all the time.
So where does that leave us, the readers, thinking about all this?
It makes us think about our own mortality, doesn't it? Our own struggles, but maybe it also offers some peace.
Oh.
Because even in falling asleep, even in letting go, there's a certain beauty.
There is, isn't there?
It's not always a bad thing.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
But definitely.
I mean, we all have our own destinée,
Our own fate.
Yeah, challenges we face, things we're not sure about, the unknown.
Right.
This poem reminds us that it's okay to fight those things,
To resist.
but also to accept them sometimes.
To find those moments of peace.
And maybe like the speaker in the poem, we kind of go back and forth between those two.
We fall asleep to some struggles and wake up to others.
And maybe that's part of what it means to be human.
I think you're right.
So while you're going about your day to day,
Yeah.
think about how you're dealing with your own destiny.
Ooh, I like that.
Are you resisting it with everything you have?
Fighting it?
Or are you finding ways to accept it?
Or maybe both?
Maybe both, right?
Thanks for this deep dive. It's given me a lot to think about.
Me too. It's been great talking about this with you.
Likewise.
All right, everyone, until next time.
Au revoir.